how you think about yourself. Because if you think wrong, you go wrong. If you think down, you go down. If you think you can't get up, you can't get up. If you think you can't be free, you can't be free. If you think you can't learn anymore, you'll never be able to learn. Your thoughts are either dragging you down or taking you up.
Ask Jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes with early diabetes.
I'll tell you what, I know someone on a college team whose job it was as an offensive lineman to fake an injury in one specific spot, okay? After a long interception return for a touchdown.
He's 50% women, has half of my arm on top of my
Atenção aí! Atenção, Lucas! Tirou! Tira a perna! Tira a canela, Lucas! Vamos tirar, vamos sair! Atenção! Pode sair, Lucas! Pode sair! Não, sair! Vai sair, Lucas! Vai sair! Tira! Vai girando, Lucas! Boa! Embora! Vamos sair daí, Lucas! Tira essa perna de dentro! Respira! respira. Ó, o pezinho dentro e passa de novo.
And now, calling to the black belt medal podium, the medalists for the male light featherweight division. In third place, representing Unity Jiu-Jitsu, Edwin Ocasio. In second place, representing GF Team, Carlos Alberto. And in first place, your 2022 male light featherweight champion, Lucas Pinheiro, representing Atos Jiu-Jitsu.
We were recording this stuff for the world's vlog, and it was supposed to be cool, and it's nice to let people in and see the process and do things, even though I sometimes am like a very private person. Well, actually most of the time I'm a private person. But it's rough when you don't get the result that you put in for the competition. And it's one of those things that, you know, everyone loses, champions get back up, and I'm all with that, and I'll never not, you know, quit, and you know, I'm not gonna quit and I'm not gonna stop and stuff like this. But when I lost Worlds, when I lost that semifinal match, something I trained so hard for, and I just messed up on a couple things during that camp. It was just rough because I was just having a rough I was having a very mental toughness year of like so many things in my personal life that was going on, and I still kept doing everything I was supposed to do. It just came down to like kind of where like you put everything into that last, you know, fight, and it just didn't go your way, and it's just rough for me. So I was just so down on myself that I just didn't want to show anything. You know, I didn't want to show nothing. You know, I was unhappy with like some portions of the camp. I was unhappy with some portions of, you know, me being paranoid about the new weight cut process, and the myth just behind that is that, you know, at the halfway after last year's Gi Worlds, I decided to drop weight in a way more healthy way, and it worked really well. But then it also backfired on me like 2 times, and then it worked really well again, and it was great. And then we got to Worlds, and it kind of like, it worked, but it backfired on me. I didn't feel as good as I did in other ones. And a couple of things are my fault, kind of like how, you know, I ate after that first day. I didn't feel it the right way, where I feel like I should have felt a little bit better. And then part of it was just my personal life was just all up in my head. You know, I had a lot of people in my head, or people, you know, that I care about, that kind of put me in a negative space, and it was just really rough. And then just seeing my opponent's hand raised, you know, I have nothing but respect for him. Knowing that I beat him before, knowing that the way the match went down, it was just rough, and that's why I call it a lost vlog, because it wasn't supposed to come out after. I was just like, fuck that. But it decided for it to come out anyway, because it is probably the realest part of jiu-jitsu, right? Like, or the realest part of what's going on. It's not really, you know, the Instagram post that you see that we put up that is like, oh, we're doing this and this. You know, there's a lot. It's not the montage, you know, like the highlight reel. It's actually a lot of hard work that goes into it day in, day out. And it was just really rough for me to not reach that goal at that time, because I was so close. You know, yeah, that's why we call it the lost vlog. But I'm happy I'm putting it out for you guys. I'm happy you guys get to see the full thing, and I'm happy you get to see like a little bit of an insight. It's just a real behind the curtains look, and then hopefully I keep doing that and have you guys like understand the process a little bit more and like understand like what it is. You know, like there's some people who like, you know, like train and they train every day, you know, and they put their effort in. And there's some people that like are obsessed with it, you know, like, and there's a lot of people that are obsessed with it and they deserve everything. But I'm one of those guys that like, I work in day out, you know, and that game, we're not just talking when I feel like it. We're not just talking like, cause like there's so many months where I don't even feel like fucking training, but I have a goal and the goal costs this and this is what it is, you know, and the studying, the training, the nutrition, the functional patterns, doing things a different way, more healthier. So it's a lot that goes into it on top of like working, teaching, and doing everything else. It's just exhausting sometimes, and sometimes I think people don't get to see that, and they like, you know, they want to go with the phenom that is like, you know, a young kid who has parents who take care of him, who doesn't have to struggle, who doesn't have to do all these things, who has support system, who has great confidence, all these things. And then you have someone like me who is, you know, a 34-year-old man who has his dream when he was young and 16 and, you know, abuses a kid, negative outputs, don't have nobody to back me up, don't have, like, if I fail, it's on my face, if I have to work, I have to pay the bills, I have to make money, you know, there's a lot more that comes with that. And so, like, you know, it's sometimes rough to relate to or have people like not see that process, or have you guys not see the process of like what really goes down. But hopefully I'll be more open about everything, and that you guys get to see a different part of me, and then also the process of what really goes through, you know, a real person who really loves what they do day in day out. Not just the shit you see on Instagram. Anyone could post that, but I'm not with all that. I back up what I say, and I live that grind, and I really believe in the hard work. So I'm excited to get after it this year. I'm actually here in Dallas for the Nogi Open, and I have one fight tomorrow, and I'm super excited to get out there and fight, and don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, but just tell you I train my ass off as I do for every single opportunity that I get. So we'll see how it goes. But thank you guys for bearing with me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for all your messages. Thank you for everything. I get nothing but positivity of the YouTube channel, and I really hope that, you know, you guys will continue to support me in the future. Okay? But the Lost Vlog, okay? Part 2. Oops.